Morning, guys. So here we are in the rest stop in Cumbie, Texas. We're about to go to Sulphur Springs to charge up. Oh, it's a 150. So it's a version 2. But whatever. I'm at the point where I need to charge. So we'll see how it goes. So the plan for today is I'm heading more or less towards Knoxville. So from my perspective, that means it's about a day and a half of driving or 12 hours. I think it'll be more like 13, 14 by the time everything adds up, but we're doing good. So I got a surprise last night. I mean, other than this rest stop has, a ton of lights on. So it was hard to find a spot in the car where the light wasn't bothering me. But I did it. So I ended up sleeping for 5 hours. So that's all good. Interestingly enough, I had a semi parked behind me, so I heard this weird clunk 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 sound, and I guess it's his generator motor running, giving him electricity. So interesting. Anyway, no big deal, no problems. I'm doing good. Let's get to it. Okay, guys, welcome to Sulphur City. Charging up. So I'm at 17%. Definitely not out of spec style, but anyway. Let's get it charged up to, I guess we'll push it up some. I don't know if I'll go to 80%, but I'll go close. And then so what I find is it's better to compute the trip once you have the state of charge that you're going to start with. So I'll just wait till I get up around 60 and then put in Knoxville and see what it computes. Anyway, I'm just over an hour from the Arkansas border, so that'll definitely be a stop, I think, and then we'll go from there. Hey guys, nothing quite like spending a few minutes anyway in small town Texas and during Christmas time. The lights, the balls from the hangs from the tree, all that stuff, it just kind of gives you a good, happy feeling. It's nice, huh? Oh, there you go. Who do you think's going to win this drag race? Oh, look, he's signaling already. He's not clear yet. He's signaling. But he already knows. I pulled up next to him. So he just passed a truck. He got over. And just as I'm about to come up, he gets over again right in front of me. So I roll up next to his cab. Wow. Crazy, dangerous drivers on this road. Okay, guys, welcome to Little Rock. This is more of a splash and dash, although it says 15 minutes continued trip. So it's in Texarkana. And it was saying it needed another 35 minutes to charge up. And I figured, okay, maybe I can just stop in Little Rock and get a little charge, a little splash and dash, so to speak. So this is 15 minutes as opposed to 35. And I'll still make Brinkley. So yeah, that's all good. So far I've covered 513 miles, 161 kilowatt hours used, and I'm averaging 314 watt hours per mile, which is not great. And I've checked my energy graph. So it looks like Climate is actually using less than projected. Oh, but what's this? Oh, I have pushed it up above 70 miles per hour. So I've used an extra 2.3% of energy for driving. And I don't know if you can see it. Let's zoom in on that. Staying below 70 miles per hour would have saved you 4.8% on this trip. So there you go. Recommendation from Tesla, so to speak. Anyway, things are going pretty good so far, other than, of course, some traffic's crazy, but, that's expected. See you later. Okay, guys, welcome to Brinkley. State of charge, 23%. Let's see, so far on our trip, it's 591 miles, 185 kilowatts used, and 313 is the average watts per mile. Watt hours per mile, sorry. It's not doing great, but Yeah, I'm pushing it up 70, 75. So I'm using up a little bit more energy as I go. But I'm doing okay. Okay, guys, welcome to Germantown. For those of you who don't know, that's just east of Memphis, 5 miles, whatever. Anyway, on I-40. So far we've covered 681 miles, used 214 kilowatts of energy, and the average energy is 314 watt hours per mile. I'm at 39%. No, I'm not. I'm at 30. I was at 37% charging up. And this should be a version 2. Yeah, we're starting to ramp up. So anyway, there we are. Okay, so as always, paying attention to, anyway, paying attention to what my estimated arrival would be. And I started at 11%. I was down to 8%, so I decided to make a stop at where am I? Dixon. So I decided to stop in Dixon. I decided to add a little energy to just make sure I have plenty to go. So far, I've covered 842 miles with 262 kilowatt hour burned, and I'm at 311 watt hours per mile overall. And the current trip, since I took a break, I've dropped it down to 305, and let's see, since last charge it's down to 299. So I'm working on not using quite as much energy, although the car seems to be having a problem with it. But anyway, everything's going okay, just precautionary stop. Okay, guys, yeah, I didn't have to stop in Dixon, but I did anyway. So now I'm down to 47%. Let's see my trips. So I have 872 miles, 270 kilowatt hours used, and 310 watt hours per mile. And since my last stop, I was down to 291 watt hours per mile. So a slight improvement, but anyway, we'll see how it goes. Okay, guys, here we are. I'm stopped for the night, so it's 939 miles, 290 kilowatt hours so far, and my average has come down just slightly to 309 watt hours per mile. So doing pretty good. Good night. Okay, guys, this is wrap up for day 2 of the trip up to Boston. So the total trip time, 13 hours, 47 minutes, almost 14 hours. Covered 668 miles that day. And I had 7 stops, charging stops. Oh, you know what I didn't? Oh, here it is. So the total time for charging stops, 2.5 hours. The total energy is 232 kilowatt hours brought in, for a cost of $83.01. And you know what? I didn't compute the Jetta charge, but anyway, whatever. You already get the idea of what it is. So I've also had several stops that added up to 50 minutes. So this all went well. What I was trying to do was stop more often and keeping the charging time down lower. It didn't always work out, so sometimes it just didn't work out. But anyway, as you drive further and further along, as the battery gets warmer, it tends to work out better. When you start out cold, then it takes more. And also the navigation from Tesla tends to be somewhat conservative. That tend to look for mid to high teens in the percentage when you arrive to charge up. And I actually like it a little bit lower than that. Anyway, that's where we are. So I ended up at the Tennessee Welcome Center, is where I stopped eventually, which is past Nashville. So between Nashville and Knoxville is where I stopped for the night. So anyway,
that all worked out just okay. I mean, worked out fine. And that put me in position to get up into Pennsylvania the next day. So, doing good.